on today's episode of DAPA.DANIEL. Newman Village, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to get into this neighborhood. I might be able to. I think I'm gonna be able to. Okay, this is kind of crazy right now. Rice pot, donut. Now we're headed into King's Garden. These houses in here are gonna look a lot different than the first neighborhood we went through. We have celebrities in Frisco, Dallas. Do we have that? Now if you tell someone you live in Frisco, everyone's like, whoa, you got money. And then if you say you live in Starwood in Frisco, people are like, whoa, you probably have way too much money. But I'm just like, $1 million for a condo? I was like, that's what we're doing around Frisco now? So that makes sense. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video today over driving all the streets, the major roads of Frisco, Texas. The road today that we're going to be going down is Legacy. What you guys are looking at right in front of you right now is the Fields of Frisco development. This is the west side. This is Brookside up on this left. Brookside up on this left side. This is the side where it's on. Anyways, we're on Panther Creek right now. Just onto like my back left shoulder is Lone Star High School, one of the Frisco ISD schools. But I just quickly wanted to drive down this before I get on Legacy, kind of talk about what's going on here. So Toll Brothers and Taylor Morrison are talking about building within here. Now, Toll Brothers has delayed till 2023. Taylor Morrison hasn't put anything out about delays, but they have no pricing or anything right now. So not till summer 2023, I'll see more stuff going on in that neighborhood. This neighborhood right here is Newman Village, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to get into this neighborhood. I might be able to. I think I'm gonna be able to. Okay, this is kind of crazy right now. Okay, Newman Village is like one of the nicest neighborhoods in Frisco. There's gonna be a couple of gated communities within here. I really didn't think I was gonna be able to get into this one. There's gonna be about like 5 or 6 communities I'm gonna be talking about out of the 18 neighborhoods that we drive around today. One of those is Newman Village to start it off. So this neighborhood in here, they have a new construction area as well, but I guess I'll just drive in this one. I thought I was just gonna have to kind of pop up some pictures, but let me drive around this neighborhood. This one's got a ton of custom homes in it, all different shapes and sizes. And yeah, we'll just drive around here real quick. Let me talk about the active on here that's a little bit cheaper than the full cut. Now, most of these are gonna be like custom homes in here, of course, but they have some on the custom side at like $1 million, and then they got some almost at like $4 million. Let me see if I can get around to the area where the new phase is going in right now. So just to talk about this neighborhood, the HOA is $1,150 semi-annually. They have an active in here. The active is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,964 square feet, $327 per square foot, a 2018 build listed at $1.3 million. And then I also added on here that they have a new construction custom home. Just for example, the amenity center is up on this right side. Got a little tennis court, pool area. But that being said, they have some full custom homes in here, upwards of like 7,000 square feet. And they got one listed at $3.698 million. New construction, 5-bed, 7-bath. Like I said, over 7,000 square feet. I'm gonna try to find where that area is in here. I don't want to be too long in this neighborhood because like I got a whole bunch of neighborhoods to get to. But they are building some townhomes also along here. And then on the opposite side of this is the Newman Village Apartments. Not directly within here because this is like a gated area. But let me see if I can get to the new construction. They do have some power lines running through this neighborhood. That's the other thing. And then I'll just keep on heading down Legacy. This is definitely going to be one of the top nice neighborhoods of Frisco, completely gated. There's also going to be Starwood. I'll talk about that one. But let's see if I can find their new construction area. Okay, here it is. So they do have some stuff, square footage of like 3,000 to 4,000, but then over in this part, you're gonna have 7,000 square foot home. And these ones are really pretty, this area in here. All right, let's check out these. Oh guys, you hopped in for a good one. Okay, yeah, I think it's Ron Davis model. Yeah, there's the Ron Davis. So these are Ron Davis custom homes through here. We're in the way of a truck. right, so really pretty houses in here, but this is what your $4 million houses are gonna look like. That's not the level of real estate I'm quite at yet. I'm more in that like $500,000 to $800,000 range right now with the families I'm working with. But hey, YouTube brings in a lot of awesome people. I've had some great conversations with you guys. I had one email come in on like Halloween, and it was from a lady who was watching my videos and said that they really helped her out in deciding on the home that they wanted for their family because they were having to quickly move out. It's really awesome to see. I'm kind of having an impact on some people's lives in the sense of being able to help them pick and choose where they want to live, and showing them like not just the house itself, because any realtor can walk through a house, right? But are they driving around? Are they showing you what's down the street, or what's going on, or what's the vibe? What does the parking lot look like across the street? Is there apartment complexes? Is there all these things? See if we can get out of here. All right, they're letting me out. All right, then across the street from here is Emerald. So we're getting on Legacy now. Fields of Frisco, just up that bit. They're not completely done with the road through there, but at some point I am going to take a drive through Brookside, even when it's all flattened and stuff. On the left side here, you got Emerson Estates. It's going to be not as quality as that. I mean, guys, we just went through like one of the nicest home neighborhoods within Frisco. Not really in the sense of parks and those things, but just like the aesthetic of the homes. You also have Cobb Farms here. Those have no actives on the left side, but within Emerson Estates, that has an HOA of $854 annually, an active of a 5-bed, 5.5 bath, 4,219 square feet, a 2018 listed at $1.85 million at $280 per square foot. On the left side here is going to be some shopping. You got Market Street, you got a Target. What is this guy doing? Is this guy, what is he doing? Dude, what are you doing? All right, into Cobb Farms. All right, Cobb Farms in here is going to be lower price points, smaller models, but just to give you guys an idea, let's just hop through this one. Cobb Farm is going to have no actives right now, but it is going to have an HOA of $400 annually. Oh, look at this guy joining us for a neighborhood tour. Fixing the sidewalks. So here's kind of what, I'm not gonna drive through this whole neighborhood, I'm gonna hop back on Legacy, but here's kind of what this looks like. Guys, it feels so good to be back driving around in the car. I've been, if you know anything, if you've just joined the channel, or if you know anything about my channel, I do also run a photo booth business, and there's certain days of the year with holidays and things where it just goes ballistic. And this previous weekend was Halloween, of course, and we were doing so many gigs and all this stuff, and I was running around doing this. Now I have plenty of people working for me, and I'm hiring new people right now and training them, but it's kind of like, it's like a fine line, right? Because this is a real estate channel, and I don't want to come across as too busy in a sense, right? Like, when in my head, when I have you guys watching these videos and there's families thinking about buying a home, I want to bring them in. I don't want to think I'm too busy. So there's another part of me which doesn't want to show too much of my photo booth business and what all goes into that, because then people might start getting the wrong idea that I don't have as much time, or I always feel like I'm busy. So it's kind of this fine line, right? If I get more comments about people wanting to see more of the photo booth and things like that, then I'll show you guys more of the photo booth. But for right now, I'm kind of just trying to stick more to the real estate, and then maybe kind of pepper in some photo booth stuff. But like just this past weekend, we did like 7 events, and it's been going wild. So blessed about that, because in 2020, we were just, nothing was going on, and now it's going really good with the photo booth. So I'm excited about that. So if you want to see more photo booth stuff, let me know. Might start bringing that more in the channel. There's a fine line, guys, between like, because like with real estate, you don't want to, you want to be busy, but you don't want to seem too busy. And then I think if I bring in the photo booth stuff, I'll just seem like I'm all over the place. So I'm trying to just stick to one theme, or just like a main theme. I could see at some point this channel turning into something where it's like entrepreneurship and like business ran type of deal. But for right now, I'm really focused on the real estate stuff, working with a couple families right now, making offers. So that's really fun. So it's just all about a balance. I think I've talked about this before, like having less friction in your life is best when you're trying to really focus on something. And right now I'm at the point where the photo booth business, I have other people, I'm paying other people to deal with it and work the operations. And I'm just kind of sitting on the side and putting out fires, or if somebody quits and I have to hire someone new, just like handling just those miscellaneous things now, and not really being, you know, I'm a part of the business, but I'm not really in the business, like having to work. Now, I might have to work an event. Sometimes I do, but that's few and far between at this point. I've hired like 11 new people, so it's a full operation now. Let's see if we can start doing that with real estate. Okay, so this is the corner of, we're on El Dorado now. There's some dermatologists, family dentistries, things like that. On the left side, you got some coffee shops. You got the Target, Best Buy. Like I said, there's Market Street and some churches around here too. And then just down to the left is the Dallas North Tollway. So there comes a point on Legacy where either you live far north on Legacy, where this area is along Panther Creek, El Dorado, Main Street, where you're gonna take Dallas North Tollway, and then we're gonna get further in here and you're gonna see, okay, maybe you'll just hop on 121, because this Legacy road takes us all the way down to 121, which is another major tollway for people to go through. All right, on the right side, we just passed it. That's Griffin Park. Griffin Park has a HOA of $700 annually, and they currently have a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 4,000 square feet, 2003 build. It was listed at $839,000. It is now at $800,000, $200 per square foot. Now we're into the Shattuck Creek Estates. Now for this neighborhood, it is gated and ungated. What I mean by that is the section we're in right now, as you can tell, I just drove in, ungated. The other section down Legacy, right across from Wakeland, that is going to be gated. The difference between that is going to be the HOA. So the HOA in here is $500 annually. The HOA in the gated one is $1,450 annually. For instance, in Shattuck Creek Estates, they have a 5-bed, 6.5 bath, 5,844 square feet, 2007 build, listed at $1.5 million at $273 per square foot. That's within the gated area. So within the gated neighborhood, now both of those neighborhoods, they're gonna have this walking trail that goes right through it. So you're gonna kind of get, you know, that amenity with both sides, no matter if you're in the gated portion or not. Now the gated portion is not gonna have like a community pool, but the this area over to the right, the ungated part of the neighborhood is. But that's Shattuck Creek Estates. We're also coming up on Shattuck Creek Estates, the gated part coming here. This is the trail that you know, people take to go all the way out to Teal, all the way out to the tollway. On the left side, you got Wakeland High School, one of the most sought after high schools for Frisco ISD. That's where I went to high school as a kid. And yeah, it's good times. It's fun driving past the high school I went to and talking about real estate with you. I don't know, it's cool. Because I feel like a lot of my friends have left here, and I don't know, I drive around these areas and I feel like I'm the only one left in Frisco from my high school. But maybe not. I still got some friends around. All right, so now all of this stuff is just commercial. They have plenty of, I mean, they got all types of stuff. Rice pot, donut, family vision, Envision. You got Family Vision, and then you got Envision Hope Therapy. You got Metroplex Medical Centers, dental and implants, some retirement communities, and then we're coming up on our next elementary school, which is Carroll Elementary, and then we'll also be coming up on the new HEB. Also, Lifetime and the Railhead development are up on this back left shoulder of mine now. That Railhead is a new amenity fund development that's coming in. They're gonna have apartment complex. It's not gonna be residential, but there's gonna be apartment complexes, things like that. Now we're headed into Kings Garden. These houses in here are gonna look a lot different than the first neighborhood we went through. So, you know, we're getting a whole variety with this with this street video going through the neighborhoods. But this is Kings Garden. They have an HOA in here of $525 annually. And currently they do have an active, a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,919 square feet, 2002. That one was listed at $501,000. It's now dropped to $451,000 at $235 per square foot. And this neighborhood, it's gonna be, they're gonna have some 2 stories, but it's gonna be a lot of these 1-story. I don't know the builder in here, but if I was to guess, it's probably D.R. Horton. This is kind of what their vibe is, but maybe not. I don't know the builder that was building in here way back in 2000 and in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby, 1998. Okay, let's just get out of this neighborhood. Let's keep going down Legacy. We will head to the canals at Grand Park and Park West, one of the new developments that's along Main Street. But Legacy, living off Legacy is really awesome because a lot of people in Frisco are going to Legacy because of the amount of amenities on Legacy, whether it be the grocery stores, like there's a main event just on this section of Main Street, and where Legacy is on that closer to the Dallas Parkway. And then people like living on Legacy because it's close to the Dallas North Tollway, but you're not quite on it. You're just a light away, essentially. All right, let's go right down Legacy again. You guys can kind of see a little bit of the Lifetime Fitness. That's new. My parents got a membership there, but they never go. It's like one of those things where they just, you know, they buy the membership thinking they're gonna go, and then they never go. So that makes sense. All right, on the left side, you have the H-E-B. That's brand new. There's still a line to get in. It's craziness over there. I mean, the last time I saw something this crazy is when they opened the In-N-Out on Preston. There's so many people that go in there. I think it's gotten a little bit better, but me and Victoria tried to go there just a few weeks ago, and there was still a line out the door. Maybe not. I don't see a line anymore, so that's good. All right, now we're on Main Street. You got the CVS. You got a gas station on this side. You got a gas station on the other side. No, actually, I take that back. There is a bank on this corner. I think it's the first bank. Yeah, first bank. Okay, they have some new commercial stuff coming in with this development for the canals at Grand Park. And then Park West is going to be also within this, another subdivision, another little extension of the canals at Grand Park. I'll pull in through the canals at Grand Park. It's a whole development in and of itself with apartments and houses and residential. Personally, my preference, and I've talked with some people that are coming in, looking at Frisco and looking at these certain neighborhoods, when it comes to these master plan developments. Personally, I'm not one to want to pick a home that's right next to an apartment complex. Like, yes, the apartment complex is super nice right now, but in 10 years, what's that going to bring in? Because, you know, there's a bunch of petty crime stuff that happens within the apartment. I mean, that's just the deal. It's just what happens in apartment complexes, right? So you got to keep that in mind with if you're moving into a neighborhood or a home that's going to be attached with apartment complexes and it's new. Like, yes, they're nice and everything, but, you know, at some point they're going to be the old. And, you know, you might still be living in your house that you want to be in for 10 to 15 years, and the community in and of itself might change on you. All right, so this is now, we'll talk about Park West first, because I probably won't get over to that area, but we're entering into like the main entrance of the canals at Grand Park. There's going to be a lot of townhomes in here as well. But for instance, Park West, they have an HOA of $1,200 annually, an active 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,448 square feet, 2020 build. It was listed at $700,000. It's now dropped to $600,000 at $245 per square foot. And then for the canals, it's going to have an HOA of $1,652 annually, an active 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,196 square feet, 2015 build. It listed at $589,000 at $268 per square foot. So you can see they got these townhomes in here. The townhomes are what's going to be listed at like $568. You're going to have a higher price point for the homes at like $700,000 that are in here. Now, this is going to be like a hit or miss for some of you guys because the houses are built up, you know, tall, but they're squished in with basically no lot line. I mean, you get like a little bit of fencing here and there in the area, but I'll kind of show what I'm talking about. If you can kind of see on the right side now. The houses in here are just like nice and quaint. They really just like packed them in. That's what they try to do. But here's what they look like. So we're starting to head over into the area of like Park West. Now they have some other little subdivisions and areas that are kind of hidden, kind of nooked, kind of thrown in a little bit deeper into the neighborhood. But I'm kind of trying to stick to more stuff that's bordered along Legacy, right? All right, and these are what CB Jenny homes look like here. The townhomes. I just say that the really good thing about the canals at Grand Park is just its location. You're just moments away from like the FC Dallas Toyota Stadium. Frisco Square is also right around here, so you're really in the heart of Frisco within this neighborhood, and you're pretty clear, just a light away from the tollway to be able to commute. So that's relatively easy for you if you are having to commute down to Dallas. I mean, a commute from down to Dallas from here is probably about 25 minutes on like a good day, if everyone wants to drive correctly. All right, we're hopping back out onto Legacy. But But yeah, a lot of the neighborhood also in here is a bunch of apartment complexes too. So that's just, you know, that's going to be a hit or miss with some of you guys. But really good location. Now on the opposite side is underdeveloped stuff right now. They got nothing going on. They are putting a park in though, kind of closer to the Dallas Parkway. All right, now we're headed towards the Diamond Point Estates and Park Place Estates. This is going to be right before Edgestone at Legacy. I had someone comment yesterday, someone left a comment yesterday on one of the previous driving around videos of Frisco and asked if I skipped out on Edgestone at Legacy. But Edgestone at Legacy is, I was saving that for the Legacy video. So we are going to head to that neighborhood. A lot of people like that neighborhood and are looking in there. But first, let's hop into the Diamond Point Estates right here, and then this is also going to be connected with Park Place Estates. So there's no active in the Diamond Point Estates. Diamond Point Estates are pretty, it's a pretty small neighborhood when you compare it to the other ones around here. No actives, but Park Place Estates going to be right by it. That one's going to have the HOA in Diamond Point Estates is going to have an HOA of $775 annually, and then Park Place Estates is going to have an HOA of $725 annually. They do have an active in Park Place, an active 5-bed, 5.5 bath, 5,143 square feet, 2015 build. It was listed at $2 million. It's now at $1.75 million at $340 per square foot. So that's the other thing. We're in that area now where location is really getting priced in. This is just Diamond Point. On the other side of this is where Park Place would be. You're gonna get a little bit of bigger models over in that one, but still the same type of look and feel over in Park Place. All right, now let's head to Edgestone at Legacy. We'll drive through their new construction area, see what that looks like. I've driven in through a lot of it. Also, on this right side, maybe I can angle the car a little bit. Do you see all those buildings that are just kind of like out there a bit? That is where the Star is, and those developments are Cowboys. They have all the restaurants around there. So you got Frisco Downtown Square on the left, and then on the right you got the Star with all those fun amenities in there. A lot of people like going out to Concrete Cowboy. They got Sushi Marquee. They got, what else they got? What else they got, Daniel? They got City Works. They got the Common Table. Okay, well, you get the point. So they got a bunch of restaurants and good things like that. Pretty good eats, not just like your random, let's see if I can hop in here. Just like your random restaurants or fast food joints. All right, now this is Edgestone at Legacy. Edgestone at Legacy is going to be on both sides of Stonebrook, and it's going to border along Legacy. Let's see. All right, these are Darling homes in here, which are just going to be Taylor Morrison now. I try to let you guys know like the sister companies. Like American Legend has Belle Claire, Taylor Morrison, Darling. So there's a few of these builders that kind of have sister builders as well that kind of build at a higher scale. But this is Edgestone at Legacy. HOA in here is going to be $1,459 annually. They do have an active new construction, Taylor Morrison, a 4-bed, 4.5 bath, 3,636 square feet, 2022 build. Was listed at $1.375 million. It's now dropped to $1.82 million, $325 per square foot. This neighborhood is also going to give you like a ton of amenities too. They have like a nice little amphitheater thing on this other side. They do have an amenity center for this side as well. So compared to the other neighborhoods we've kind of gone through, this one is pretty good in the sense of like the amount of amenities and things to kind of walk around and do. I'm going to keep going. I'm also going to go by Starwood. I'm probably not going to be able to get into Starwood because of the security. The gating around there is like impossible to get through, but I will talk about it and talk about some of the other neighborhoods. Oh man, dude's got an Aston Martin just, oh man, whip. That's a whip. All right, let's now head to Cheyenne Crossing. I'll also talk about some more of the schools that are popping up as well as we keep driving. Reedy High School is also close to here too, just down Stonebrook. not too far away. This is Edgestone. Stuff in here is going to be over $1 million. So, yeah, this neighborhood, this driving tour through neighborhoods on this one is going to have, compared to the 423 video, there you're going to have a lot higher price points within this one. So, sorry guys if you're not into the high price points, but that's just the deal right now. So we're also going to be going right past Legacy Christian Academy. That is like the top private school that a lot of kids around not just around Frisco, but essentially you can be anywhere, but a lot of families put their kid in Legacy Christian Academy. I can't really speak on the private school system. I had no idea about that. So Legacy Christian is on this left side. So if you are trying to do private schools, I know that there are a few in Frisco. People are usually moving to Frisco, not for the private schools, but for the public schools and how good they are. All right, now we're gonna be coming up on another, so they have a Frisco ISD school right next to Legacy Christian Academy. And this is the elementary school here. The elementary school is this, which one is this one? Let's see, give me a name here, people. A name. What is your name? Abby. Let's see, William and Abby Allen Elementary. So that is the elementary school. Now they do have some. They do have a park and like a little walking trail along here. Cheyenne Crossing is going to be on this left side. I'm just going to go into the next neighborhood, which is the Estates on Legacy. Cheyenne Crossing on the left side. They have no actives in there right now, but the HOA is $540 annually. Let me just go into the Estates at Legacy. And you'll kind of get the same idea on both of those. Now, the left side here with this brick is Starwood. And Starwood is a huge development. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's where all like not all the Cowboy players, but a lot of professional athletes live within Starwood. A lot of high-end. Do we have celebrities in Frisco, Dallas? Do we have that? Maybe. If there was gonna be celebrities, this is the neighborhood they're gonna live in, for sure. Now, let's hop into this one. This is Estates at Legacy, and this one is not gonna have an active in it either, but it is gonna have an HOA of $769 annually. But this is gonna kind of be the same look as Cheyenne Crossing and this one. So drive around here real quick. See, everyone's so neighborly, just waving by as you drive by with the GoPro. And you can tell on this one, the trees are a lot more grown out. This is an older neighborhood. The same thing with Starwood. Starwood's been here for a really long time. That's just another great community that if you are one to want to be in like high security, like that's gonna be like the number one with anything for gated. I mean, they have security driving around on golf carts a lot within that neighborhood, and it does have like the amenity centers and things like that. All right, let me get back out this way. So I will talk about Starwood. I know for sure I'm not gonna be able to go to Starwood because like even when you're going to like look at a house in Starwood, you gotta go through the checkpoint and they gotta make sure that you're a realtor. I've had some people, I walk into some things, and maybe it's just my age, guys, but I'll be like, yeah, I'm here to look at a house, and they'll be like, is your realtor with you? And I'm like, it's me. I am the realtor. So here's my card. It's Daniel Patrick, the Home Expert Team, EXP Realty. Okay, so the Starwood neighborhood, I can't seem to figure out how to get out of this neighborhood. So hold on, let me try to figure out how to get out of this one. Well, it does seem like they have some houses with stucco in here, older stucco, but where it's just like old and beige looking. Kind of looks like a manor. All right, let's go left here. See if I can get back out onto Legacy using my senses. All right, so we're about halfway through a Legacy. We're coming up on, I believe this is Lebanon now that we're coming up on. I might be wrong. It might be Stone Brook. No, I think it's Lebanon. We'll figure it out. Be there soon. Right across the street, still Starwood. And like I said, it's going to be one of the most, I would say it's like one of the most sought after neighborhoods in a sense, because of just like, you know, I think if you tell someone you live in Frisco, everyone's like, whoa, you got money. And then if you say you live in Starwood in Frisco, people are like, whoa, you probably have way too much money. Because it is pretty expensive in there. Like for instance, HOA is going to be $749 quarterly, but they're going to have an active in there, a 5-bed, 4 full baths, 3 half baths, 7,817 square feet, 2006 build, listed at $3.8 million at 486 per square foot. So, like I said, a lot of the professional athletes and just professional people are going to be living in with that, like a lot of doctors, a lot of surgeons, a lot of like high-end people that are making a lot of dough are living in that neighborhood. That house that I pulled was on the high end, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea. They do have stuff in the $1 million range. They have different size homes, custom homes, and things like that too. On the left side here, you have some grocery, McDonald's. We're just right by the Star as well. So you're probably about 4 to 5 minutes away from that now. I believe there is okay, there's Market Street. Yeah, Market Street is here. So if you do like Market Street, that's the grocery store. And then they got like haircut places, dentists. There's a tennis academy here. And now on the right is gonna be the Lakes on Legacy, which is gonna be gated, which I can't get into. So we're just gonna talk about that one. Lakes on Legacy. The other thing around here, before I get into that, I just remembered, now what we're looking at on the right side with these neighborhoods that are gonna be on the right along Legacy is gonna be Louisville ISD. So don't get the wrong idea. You might be interested in these neighborhoods, but you also might want Frisco ISD. Now, just on the right side is gonna be the neighborhoods that are zoned for Louisville ISD. However, on the left side of Legacy as we face south, homes are going to be for Frisco ISD. So just keep in mind, when I talk about these neighborhoods on the right, you're going to be to Louisville ISD. Now, this right here would be the turn you would take left to Frisco, to the Frisco Star and those fun amenities, so pretty close to that. But for instance, Lakes on Legacy, let me talk about that one. That one has an HOA of $1,820 annually. They currently have an active, a 5-bed, 5.5 bath, 5,755 square feet, 2001 build, it was listed at $1.5 million. It's dropped to $1.425 million at $247 per square foot. And then now we're coming up on Stonebriar and Stonebriar Country Club. Huge golf course, huge amenity center, also going into Louisville ISD. But right now in this section, because we're almost to the end, we're almost to 121 now. Which is that major tollway that would take you out to like the DFW airport, also take you out to McKinney, goes east to west. This neighborhood coming up, this area right now is getting expanded. So this used to be a 2-lane through here, and now they're just expanding it to now like 5 lanes, 6 lanes across, with things, since there's a lot more neighborhoods on the north side and people are using it to come down here. But you got Stonebriar on this side. Now Stonebriar, they're also gonna have super high price points in there and way older homes as well. Like for instance, they do on the low end, they do have an active in there, a 4-bed, 4-bath, 3,236 square feet, 2001 build, was listed at $975,000, dropped to $825,000 at $254 per square foot. And then they also have an active on the high end, a 4-bed, 4.5 bath, 4,429 square feet, a 1989 build. So we're going way back. That one was listed at $2.575 million, and it's dropped to $2 million at $451 per square foot. Now let's see if I can hop into the chase at Stonebriar. Maybe I can. maybe I can, and I did. All right, so within another gated community, so like I said, a lot of these neighborhoods are gated along Legacy. You're also gonna have, that's the reason why some of the higher price points and the location and things like that. Now, for this neighborhood, there's no actives in here. I didn't pull the HOA on this one, but let me talk about Creekside, because it's just like this neighborhood in the sense of like the size of houses. You're not, I mean, you guys are gonna be, if you want this neighborhood, you're gonna be crammed up right next to your neighbor, but you are going to be in a good location and around a lot of things. Or you could be like this guy who has his own little thing going on. That's pretty nice. There are some walking trails in here on this backside and some tree lines. But for the most part, you're gonna be pretty close to your neighbor. Within Creekside, that one is gonna have an HOA of $363 quarterly, and they currently have an active, a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 3,026 square feet, listed at $700. It was listed at $750,000, dropped to $725,000. And this is gonna go to Frisco ISD. So these neighborhoods on this left side of Legacy are gonna go to Frisco ISD. I'm sure a lot of the families who are living around here are not too pleased with the amount of construction that's going on, especially at 5 o'clock. This is 11:53 on a Thursday, just to give you guys kind of an idea on what it looks like. But let's see if we can get to the left. This is gonna be an interesting one. But you have the Stonebriar golf course that kind of pops out here. When we go down, maybe I'll be able to pop out real quick. I don't know. This is the moment of truth. This is my one opportunity. This is everything. Or would you just let it slip? Okay. Now we're at Creekside at Stonebriar. I believe that one's gated, so I can get in. Okay, I'm not gonna get in, but you guys understand those two neighborhoods look really close to each other. So that's gonna do it for like neighborhoods that border along here, because at this point we're now back into like commercial things. But I did see on here that they are doing condominiums, the Corvala condominiums, which I don't know who would be buying. I mean, I would love, if you guys are buying in there, let me know. I would love to know what you do and why you're buying, or you know, why you're buying $1 million condo. But that's the price point in there. They have a 2-bed, a 2.5 bath, 2,568 square feet, 2019 new construction, listed at $1 million, 319 per square foot. So that is on this right side, kind of hidden back behind these restaurants over here. But I'm just like, $1 million for a condo? I was like, that's what we're doing around Frisco now? No thank you. All right, and then I'll talk about I'll talk about the Stonebriar Creek Estates in the next neighborhood. But that is one of the craziest neighborhoods around here in the sense of like the amount of acreage and the size of houses. But that'll be on the next video. All right, now we're coming up on the 121 tollway, and just across there would lead us into Legacy West and those fun amenities. So honestly, like I'm not gonna say everything, but a lot of things that people in Frisco enjoy are gonna be right off Legacy. So the closer you can kind of live to Legacy in those areas, the easier it is gonna be driving around, getting to amenities and fun things like that. I'll drive into this area in here. They got some nice restaurants also along this side. They have the Three Forks, which moved over here. This used to be the Silver Fox. They have a couple sushi bars and Cantina Laredo. This is like another little nice area of shops and things like that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this neighborhood tour. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions. Feels so good. I had a little break of like 5-6 days of uploading a video, and I tell you what guys, it's so therapeutic just driving around and just focusing on this and putting my phone to the side and just saying, hey, I'm gonna focus on making a video right now and doing this and having a fun time driving around. But yeah, enjoy all you guys watching. Thanks for leaving me messages, especially to the people who are like leaving me messages about like how I've helped them. That's like, I don't know, it's super cool to see. And at this point, I am a smaller channel, but that's just right now. Give me some time, guys. Give me some time. It's just baby steps, you know? Just little, tiny there's also a Carvana on this side too. So that's a little bit of an eyesore to look at when you're driving down the tollway. And then on the opposite side of that is the Toyota headquarters. So a lot of businesses around here and those things. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Other than that, peace out, y'all. Take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.